Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is the vanilla server. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. We are on the regular profile, the new profile. I'm using air quotes there. So I had to wait until I got off work to do this episode, and it's almost bingo time again. I promised you guys last bingo we was going to do like a tutorial kind of thing, like a behind the scenes kind of what I do going up to the bingo, and that's what this is. This bingo is going to be more of a tutorial than it is going to be a regular bingo through. So I'm going to go into the how, whys, and my logic and everything behind everything. So that being said, I want to do a new start for bingo. And I've tried this before, but I really didn't do the research on it. So we're going to do the research today. And then we're going to look at the actual challenges and see if it's going to be viable for us to do that and exactly how many we're going to have to run in order to do that. So what I want to do is unlock super compactors. Now, if you guys haven't played in a while, super compactors got made super cheap in one of the patches way back when. So instead of 7 stacks of enchanted cobblestone, it only requires half that much, and no more enchanted redstone block. It just requires a half a stack of enchanted redstone. This is going to be super easy for us to get. Also, you are required to use a compactor for that now, and the compactor is just 7 enchanted cobble with a enchanted redstone. So what we need to do is set up enough minions with our initial start to get what we need running. So from the beginning, so you guys understand this, you start out with 5 minion slots, and you can actually unlock a 6th one. Now, what I usually do is I'll leave my cobblestone minion running. I'll go get 1 to 2 oak minions, and then we will run those together. You don't really need to do that anymore. With the amount of sweep that you get from the starting armor that you can get from the new Galati area, the new foraging area, you can grind out your minion storages super easily. It doesn't take any time at all. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that rather than use an oak minion, and that frees me up more slots. So with this one, what I want to do is use cobble minions and redstone minions in some combination to make sure that I can get that. So how we're going to do that is easy. Now, if you use the regular Mickey from Hypixel Skyblock's wiki, you are not going to get this information. You have to use Fundum's wiki to get this information. It just gives it to you. So what I've done is on my other screen here, I've already opened the tab to minions. This is the tab to minions. It shows you the XP of everything that it can produce. Even with the super compactor and all that kind of stuff. So you can come through here and look at this. And it goes to capacities. You can come through here and it gives you a generalized mob spawning thing, so you can be more efficient when you're doing mob spawning stuff. So just remember that your mob spawning will spawn vertical also, not just horizontal. So and it just gives you like profit. Tells you which ones to use, which ones not to use, and yes, the one we're going to be using for money making method is not suggested to be used for money making method. But we're going to do it anyway. I just want to see how much money I can make off of it, to be honest with you. So what we want to do is look at cobblestone. So this is the cobblestone minion. Here, this is the drops you get off of it with the upgrades here, and then what it cost if you use the bazaar to buy it. We will not have access to that for the bazaar, so we'll just have to run our minions and let those produce the stuff for us. And we're looking to use about tier 5 to tier 6 minions. I think tier 6 is going to be best because we'll get much more storage. And as you can see, the storage goes up a little bit, but it doesn't go up that much more. So tier 6 is about the max we want to go up. We could go up to at least tier 10, but that's going to take too much of the enchanted. And tier 6 is not that much more enchanted, and it's going to be an easier way for us to go. So we're going to go to probably tier 5, tier 6. And and then the same with the redstone menu. You get the same stuff. It shows you the layout that you want there. And then all the different stuff that you can get from the different upgrades that you can use. And then down here is the overall stats. And what we're looking at here is storage. So it has about the same amount of storage. Now, it doesn't really matter for this because this one's, we can put a regular compactor in this and it'll give us like the blocks. So this one we can run a little bit cheaper than the other ones. I think we're going to go ahead and try to get super compactors in all of these guys and let them run. And I want to do that as quickly as possible. So what we need to do to figure out that is, one, we needed to decide what level we were going to go with, and we're going to try to do tier 6 minions. We might end up having to do tier 5 for redstone, but tier 6 for everything else. The next thing you need to do is to look up super compactors. And one of the main things that I love about the Fundum wiki is, besides the ads is annoying, but don't worry guys, I've got it where they won't be able to actually audio the ads, so it's fine. It shows you the new recipe, but then it also shows you right here, time to obtain using a minion. This is one minion, okay? And then you calculate up for there. So just cobblestone, and this is by tier with no fuel and no minion upgrades, okay? And by those standards there, a tier 6 minion will take the same amount as a tier 5 minion to upgrade or to get cobblestone. So what that tells me is either we need to go up to tier 7 or we need to just stick to tier 5 and get multiple cobblestone minions. That's our overall plan. So this is 1. It tells you there, if a player has multiple minions, divide the number of days by how many minions will be used. Now remember, we want to get this as fast as possible. So I'm thinking if it works out that way, we might run 4 cobblestone minions. That'll give us the cobblestone. Now this is just to make this actual thing. This does not count unlocking the actual recipe. We'll do that as we're going. And I can always grind out the rest of the points if I need to. But just to get the ingredients for one of these, it's going to take us 2 days. Now, we can go to collections, I believe. So let's go in here. Let me pause the video and go over there because I don't want to add like this crap here. Close. It'll keep coming up. Let's go to Cobblestone Collection. Let me pause the video. I'll bring you guys back when I'm on the page. Okay, so we are on the page for Cobblestone Collection. And we need the super compactor recipe, which requires 70,000. And again, here it tells you cobblestone can be obtained through mining stone and cobble found in blah, 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 blah. It should tell us here how long to unlock the different recipes. I don't remember if it still does that. I guess it doesn't. I was hoping it would. Let's look at super compactor and see if it tells us over here. No. So that's the point. We can actually calculate that up though. Yeah. So, we know that it takes a certain amount of enchanted. It should tell us exactly how much cobblestone here somewhere. Let me stop running. Hold on. It's here somewhere. Give me a second. There it is. Raw resources there. So 36,000. So if it takes us probably 2 days, because we're on 4 running. If it takes us 2 days to make one one super compactor, it will take us 4 days to unlock the recipe. We might want to do some cobblestone mining off camera, or no. 4 is about all I can do, because then I do two redstone minions. Yeah, but it's going to take us 4 days to unlock the recipe if we don't do anything ourselves, like grind out the collections. And what I usually do is I will go on every 3 hours and to make sure I loot them. Usually they're full after 3 hours. So at 3 hours, I'll go on, and it doesn't matter what the minion is. Usually after 3 hours, with a few exceptions, they're full. So I'll go on every 3 hours while bingo's happening and go ahead and loot them to keep them empty. And I'll go ahead and convert those over into enchanted things. We'll get all of them up to like the tier 5. And then wait from there. Now, we can't increase that. Remember, that total there is just for no fuel and no minions. So if we wanted to help ourselves out, we could go unlock the charcoal recipe, enchanted charcoal recipe, and use that as fuel. And that will boost the amount of days we have. We might try to do that first thing. We might try to get over to the Dwarven Mines day 1 and go ahead and grind out enchanted cobble, so we can go ahead and do that. That might be a fair thing to do. That'll speed up this whole process here. So redstone here, to get the redstone needed for this is, it says, not even half a day. Yeah, so we don't technically need 2 minions. Technically 1 minion would do us. We could do 4 cobblestone minions, 1 redstone minion, and 1 coal minion. Then we wouldn't have to mine ourselves. It wouldn't mean we'd have to wait for the coal minion to produce enough for the recipe. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Someone's texting me. No, because I want multiple redstone minions, because I want to be able to produce multiple supercompactors, not just 1 or 2. So we're going to need a lot of the enchanted redstone. I think 2 is going to be good. So that's going to give us lots of redstone. Yeah, so we're going to need two of those, and then 4 cobblestone. That's what we're going to go for. I could try to push for a 5th minion. What would that look like? Total unique minions required for this tier. So 6 is... Okay, so if we want 7, we need 15 total unique minions. So the cobblestone minion itself will count. So that's 5. And then the redstone minion itself, so that's 10. So I need 5 more. And getting a coal minion up to tier 5 would also be 5. That would be 15 and I'd have. Okay, so there's the plan. We'll go ahead and push for 7 slots on the first day. We'll go ahead and get a cobblestone minion, a redstone minion, 4 cobblestone minions, 2 redstone minions, and then a coal minion. And we'll run all of those, and we'll try to get them to tier 5 on the first day, so we can actually start really, really good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the enchanted of that the first day, but I will be getting on there and unlocking them. Now, it is the 30th. You see here. There's one more day, and then tomorrow night, bingo starts, and I'm off Friday and Saturday. Now, it will run for 7 days, so, and I am off again Thursday. I have to work. So right now, it says I have to work Sunday through Wednesday. So, we'll see what the schedule eventually is, but I'm hoping to be off Wednesday too. But I don't know about that. But that's the plan. That's what we're going to. So this is the plan that goes out now. Now, if you wasn't doing like what I'm doing right now, you would want to do something different. But for right now, that's our plan. The first 2 days is going to be set up to make super compactors and get those made. We want at least 7 of them, and then we can get more if we need it. And then we'll switch the minions out if we have to. Now, what we do need to do now is come over to our dude here, Mr. Bingo, and we want to look at the bingo card. Now, these ones don't really matter, but they did give you the most points for bingo. So, blow up crypts and catacombs. I don't know that I'll be doing cata stuff this bingo. We'll see. Fishing, the best way to get fishing skill is to do the new fishing area. I think what we'll do is go over there, get all the fish starter stuff for the fishing, and then we'll go to Galatia and Galati, however you say it, and we'll try that new area for the gym, the thing. So we should be able to get ourselves a treasure sinker, and then go over there and fish up for that area. That'll give us fishing XP. This does not require sea creatures. It only requires fishing XP, so we can get fishing XP that way without killing sea creatures. Now, sea creatures will give you the most amount of XP. We could also do minions, but I don't want to do minions for just that. This is just something extra, so you don't want to waste your time on this one, especially if you have collections over here. We'll look at those in a second. Team Treasurite kills. Now, what this means is we need a pretty good way to kill Team Treasurite members. I was thinking about going bow on this this bingo, and I'm wondering if that's the right thing to do if we got to do Team Treasurite members. Bow can be really effective against Team Treasurite members, so we might be able to do that. When you're looking at these, you want to kind of in your mind assess what your starting weapon is. There's not that many selections to choose from that are really, really good, and there's some that you just aren't going to get any time during bingo. So we need to get a hefty weapon so we can do Team Treasurite kills. Scavenger enchantment, which leads me to think that maybe we want to go with the Merc armor, and the Raider's axe would be a good option for this one, especially for the scavenger enchantment. Now, here's the key. One of the community challenges is to kill Endermen. Endermen aren't affected by normal bows. You have to have specific bows to kill them. So, if we're going to be grinding Endermen, we're going to need a melee weapon, hands down. Bows are out. We're going to need a melee weapon. Now, there's certain bows that can work, but it'll take you a really long time to get one of those in game without special without knowing what you're doing. So that's the community challenge. Let's look at the regular challenges. The angler gear will go good with fishing. We're already planning on do that anyway, so that's fine. It's funny that the extreme bingo had us do this as an extreme challenge, and now it's on the regular challenge list. And they did make it cheaper. I do have to say that. Gemstone collection. I don't know whether we can get a ruby drill. So we might want to go with the titanium pick. The Titanic Reforge, that shouldn't be that hard for us to actually get. Kill 15, I hate this one. Kill 15,000 mobs. We are going to want to go with the Merc Armor and the Raider's Axe. What this basically means is you're going to be doing lots of kills, and the Raider's Axe actually increases damage based on the kills that you get. So it's just like synergizing. This is basically picked the actual weapon we're going to be using on this next bingo. So we're going to go for the Raider's Axe, and we're going to go for the Merc Armor. We're going to set it up super now you can't go super defensive with the Merc Armor. I think we're going to go with Critical Strike for maximum damage. So we'll see how that goes. We're also probably, since we're going to be killing Enderman, we want to grind out the end armor, this one. I don't know if it's a challenge, but we want to grind that out and set that up also for max damage. So we just want enough Critical Strike on there to max our Critical Strike when we're actually in the actual end. So we don't want to overdo it. If we get here's the thing, all right? If you max your Critical Strike in the other islands, when you go to the end, your stats doubled. You understand? So what you want to do is do about half, a little bit more than half as much to get you to max critical, and then when you're over in the end, it'll double those stats, and then you'll have max critical when you're in the end. That's what we want to do. We want to get reforges on there that's going to give us just enough to get us about half to 3/4 of the way up there, so that when we're over in the end, it'll be max Critical Strike, and then we can use some of our other reforging to do max damage instead of trying to just do max Critical Strike. Emerald collection. A good way to do that is to grind glaciites and then unlock the Pick a Nimbus perk. And then once your rotation, you can usually do about 3 laps. Once you're about third lap, your Pick a Nimbus should come back off cooldown. You just throw it up the emerald thing. So we shouldn't need a minion with that. Even if you were going to do a minion, this is the one minion collection that is the worst one to do a minion for, because they've nerfed the emerald minion to death for some reason. So we will end up having to do this manual grind of this one, so just be mindful of that one. 4 unique armors is nothing. 3 pairs on the experimentation table is nothing. Medium backpack means that we're going to have to put down cow minions at some point. We shouldn't need to run them a bunch, but we'll probably do like 3 or 4. Now that we know we're going to need that, I'll show you that in a second. So what I want to do is look at all the challenges first. An ultimate enchantment, okay. I believe doing a mining event in the Dwarven Mines will give you one of the drill and speed boost pickaxe speed boost perk, a little, not perk, but enchantment. That should work for this, so we should be able to put that on our titanium pick and be good. And then farming level 10 is nothing. You can get that from farming in no time. Reach 200 strength. We'll probably be doing that anyway, because we can get the wood collections with our in the new forging area, and then we're going to be using the Raider's Axe, so we're going to be getting strength build up on that as we're cutting down trees. So Once we equip the Raider's Axe, we should get that in no time. 10 relics. I hate this one. I hate this one with a passion, but it's easy. You can get the relic, the little compass that tells you where the relics are. It's best just to look up a YouTube video and just follow it. They actually lead you to each one of them in the video. So just put the video on, follow, play till he gets to the first one, then go into the game and actually go there. You will need some ender pearls to get some of the relics, but I think you can get 10 of them without anything at all. So just be careful. Just be careful with this one. It's really dangerous. Some of the areas. Lost Adventurer means that we need to do a cataclysm and kill a Lost Adventurer inside one of the cata runs. I don't know whether we'll be getting that one done or not. Beastry level 5 is nothing. We should be doing that because we have to do 15,000 kills. So getting 5 Beastry is nothing. The Cheetah Talisman, I never do this one. So if you're expecting to do this one, for me to do this one, I will not be doing this one. I hate this one. But it is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one where you have to get 4 out of 4 in the dungeon area. The race that they have over there, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, put it in the comments down below so everybody knows where it actually goes, where to get it from. Gold collection. Now, we can do this one in the Crystal Hollows when we unlock this one, so we won't need a minion for this one either. 25 unique minions is nothing. We'll be getting that anyway to boost our minion slots up. It's good that there's some synergy with what we're actually planning on doing anyway. 3 unique pets. That's already done. You can get one pet for free. All right, it's the bingo pet. The second pet for free is the Grandma Wolf pet. And then we'll be getting probably either the rock pet or the dolphin pet, maybe both, before the end of bingo. So this one is also one of those that's just going to auto complete on its own. We don't have to worry about that too much. Average skill of 14. This means that we are going to have to do some alchemy, and that actually works out synergistic with the gold collection, because we will want to get a couple of enchanted blocks of gold to use for our alchemy anyway, and that's one way to do that. So we can do our alchemy up for this challenge, and do this challenge also at the same time. So that's pretty good. And diamond spreading, we might be using diamond spreading anyway. It's really good for redstone minions, and that'll help us out with the diamond collections anyway. So we'll probably be unlocking that anyway. That's pretty good. So that means the only thing we have to worry about really is these medium backpacks. We might as well go ahead and plan on using sacks. Right? And we can unlock the mining sack using our coal minions, so that's not a big deal. Maybe we will go ahead and run emerald minions. Stick with me here. Go ahead and run emerald minions. That'll help us out with that collection anyway. It'll be less grinding that we have to do. And once we get that one, we can switch out to something and send it over for money making purposes, I guess. We don't really need, there's not another collection on here we're going to need to do, to be honest. Technically, we could do fishing minions. What about that? That would be fishing XP, right? Let's plan on doing that. So, right now, we'll unlock super compactors and we'll get about 7. let's say minimum 7 super compactors. Then we'll switch out, get emerald minions. We'll get 7 of those, put the super compactors in those, let that run until we actually get this commission here, collection here done, for this challenge. And then go ahead and switch over to fishing minions for the rest of the time and use super compactors in those. And then let that passively build up the fishing XP. We will still have to do manual fishing, but that'll just help us out with this one. The rest of these we're gonna have to do manually anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. So I think that's the plan. So what we need to know now is this one we're just gonna run them until we get this. So we don't have to worry about that. We're just gonna run seven or more until we get that one. But we do need to know medium backpacks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into here and we're going to search backpack. Backpack. And medium. And there we go. So the medium backpack is there. That's how many it requires. That's super cheap. I did not know you could dye backpacks in Hypixel. So we can click medium here and like less than half a day. So it's not going to take us that long to get these. But I think I want to go ahead and unlock enchanted leather also, so that we can go ahead and use sacks anytime we want to. I think that's a good objective. So we're gonna go ahead and run these until we get enchanted leather, and then we'll probably get about, I don't know, 10 enchanted leather should do it for us. I think that's a good plan. So we can close that back out, and that's my planning, guys. That's my process. I go through every single bingo. Sorry, it's kicked me out again. That happens. I don't have a booster cookie on right now. Let me go back to our island. So that's my planning process, guys. I do that every single time I go and do a bingo. Most of the time, if I have time. Sometimes I wing it, and that usually ends it badly in the bingo. The only other decision I usually make right now before bingo starts is whether I'm going to do the librarian run this bingo. The challenges aren't to where I need to talk to a lot of people, so I probably could. We'll see how it goes. We do need to do farming, so we need to get up, just getting up, and then to unlocking sugarcane, and then just doing sugarcane and the librarian shouldn't be a big deal. There was nothing else we actually needed for that one. We could do some minions over there for some extra minion slots if we wanted to. But guys, I'm going to end it here. If there's something else you want to know about planning for bingo, let me know in the comments down below. I will try to help you out as much as possible. I don't plan my bingos as much as everybody. I do not do, this is the one thing you guys need to understand about me. I do not do one-day bingos. I'm not staying. I can't do that, guys. I have Crohn's disease. It is in remission right now, and I am getting medicine that's helping me do a daily job rather than like not being able to work like I was before. But just so we're clear on this, I have no interest in just trying to grind everything out in one day. That doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. My big thing about my fun about being the bingo is actually planning out for the entire 7 days. Spending 7 days away from my profile and doing something fun with the community, that's what I love. So I will always plan out for seven days, me doing bingo for the entire 7 days, staying away from my profiles as much as possible. And there are other ways of doing this. You can get most of these done in one day. There are people that do the like 24-hour streams and just stream them, just grinding out every single one in one day. That's not me. That's not how I'm going to be doing it. and I will not be doing a guide for you on how to do that. So I just want to be upfront about that. This is a guide for how I play bingo and how I do the challenges, and I have multiple perfect bingos from doing it my way. So that's just the way it is. Hopefully you guys understand. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out with YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings. You can come check out the video. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell me what you like, the share tab down below. There's links there, social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on the YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. I think we're going to go for, since we're doing fishing minions, also we're probably going to go for the fishing sack, the farming sack, and the mining sack. That'll probably be about it. We could do combat too if we really, really wanted to, but that means grinding out zombie minions. And I do have to grind out kills, but I'm probably not going to beat the zombies. I usually grind out spiders because they're the fastest to kill. Kills per hour is over there in the spider area. So we could do a specific. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now we could get 2 raiders axes. Stick with me here. We don't need 2, right? We just, when we're going to grind spiders for the I can't talk, for the 15,000 kills, switch it over to the spider bonus. I forgot what it's called. Hold on a minute. I don't ever use it, so yeah, Bane of Arthropods. So use that one. I mean, technically we could do spider slayers and try to unlock the weapon, but that takes a really long time. I don't know if I want to do that one. Anyway, guys, I'm babbling. I'm still thinking about different ways to do the challenges and stuff. I'll do this for hours, but I gotta get off here. I'm gonna play with my wife some. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if there's something else about the start of bingo that you guys need help with. I'll see you guys later.